Inside of this box is the world's cheapest gaming setup. I was searching on Amazon yesterday and randomly came across this super cheap PC and noticed it also came with a monitor, keyboard, mouse, and speakers. And after seeing it was only $169, of course I had to buy it and see what this setup was actually about. Since this thing is so cheap, I'm actually happy that it looks like it was boxed correctly. Yo, this PC case is gonna be really small. If this is the monitor, whoops, I just slammed that camera. All right, and then we have the keyboard over here. These look like the speakers here, and then of course is like the mini mouse. And here is the PC itself, and this thing is like really tiny. Bro, this PC actually feels like so light, like you can literally like throw it around. It honestly is just, it kind of looks like a school computer. It kind of does feel like a little bit cheaper of like a product just because like how it was like boxed, and I do notice it looks like it's almost, I don't know, like used or like some glue got on here on the back. Okay, it has like some random papers that like literally no one cares about, and then it has more papers. And what is this? I think these are just like, oh yeah, okay, this is just like the little Wi-Fi cord and like Bluetooth adapter. Yeah, so you have like an HDMI extension, you have the HDMI cord, and you also have like the little Bluetooth adapters and stuff in here. Yeah, so this right here is just like the Wi-Fi adapter for it. I actually want to take a look at the monitor first because it looks pretty tiny. I just want to see how it actually looks like in person because it looked really small on the product website. Yeah, so you got kind of the cheap protective film on it, which at least it means it's like packaged good. Yeah, there's honestly not that much in the box. You just have the monitor stand, and like the power cord with like some kind of random paper like showing how to assemble it. I always see you guys asking what budget PC you should get, and I finally found some that you should definitely check out. It's from a company called Skytech, and they offer a ton of different PCs at a bunch of different price points. This specific one here is called the King 95, and it costs $1,500, so it's a little bit more on the high end, but compared to other pre-built PCs I've bought for that price, it looks really, really good, and it also feels really good quality as well. It also comes with really good specs like a Ryzen 7 7800X, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, and an AMD Radeon 7100 XT. There's also like 9 fans inside of this PC, so cooling is definitely not an issue at all. They're also running a pretty big sale like you guys can see up on screen right now, and you can also use code ZEN at checkout for an extra $50 off. Like I mentioned earlier, this is one of Skytech's more higher end PCs, but they have cheaper PCs starting at $500 all the way to 4K. Not only that, but you can get custom built PCs from Skytech, so you can get the exact PC you've always wanted. All their PCs also come with a 1-year warranty and lifetime of customer support, so that's also really good. So make sure to check them out with the link in the description and pinned comment, and again, don't forget to use code ZEN for an extra $50 off at checkout. Okay, so yeah, here is the monitor, and you guys can already see it is super like thick on the bezels all around here. Again, it did come with an entire setup, and you have to keep in mind everything you guys see here was literally $169. Yeah, so this honestly feels kind of like it's just plasticky on the back over here. You do have like some random controls here, and it also comes with, of course, the power, and then you have an HDMI, and I think that's a VGA cord right here. So yeah, it doesn't have a display port, but the refresh rate on this monitor is not that good. Yeah, so this monitor here is only 22 inches, so it's the smallest monitor I've ever seen. I don't know why it's not 24. It's kind of weird, but it's also 1080p, and it also is 75 hertz, so at least it's a little bit better than 60. But honestly, I would have just preferred this thing being like 60. What I meant to say is I would have just preferred this thing being 24 inches. Okay, a lot of these cheap monitors are like insanely easy to set up, and it looks like this one is. There should be just 2 pieces, and I don't even think I need to screw anything in. You literally just slide the little arm in, and I want to see how much adjustability there is with this stand. Yeah, so you just slide it in like that, and then you just twist the plate, and that's it. So it's like super easy to set up these monitors. Okay, and then you just kind of twist this in, and it like eventually gets in. Yeah, just like that. So yeah, okay, this is how the monitor looks. Looks pretty basic. You do have like up and down tilt, but of course you don't have side to side, but you can just move the monitor side to side. And there is no adjustability on the back here. It's just like a static armrest. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent monitor. Not the worst. Actually, it is one of the kind of worst monitors I've seen, but it is a whole setup bundle. And then of course here you have the actual power cord for the monitor as well. Okay, now let's take a look at this PC. Already the weirdest thing I noticed is it actually has like one of these these DVD ports over here at the front, which you don't really see. You have 2 USBs over here on the front, power, of course, like headphone and mic. And then on the back, it actually has 6 USBs. There's some motherboards that only have 4, so that's nice to see. There's 2 3.0s, and you do have a display port and a VGA, which is a little bit weird because I think that's the adapter they gave was a display port to HDMI, because the monitor's only HDMI, but this one has VGA and display port. And definitely the worst thing about this PC is you can see there is no graphics card at all, so that does suck. It really wouldn't be considered a gaming PC, so I'm gonna see what I can do to get the most amount of FPS with this thing. But of course, it does have a solid side panel, so I assume the cables inside of this thing are not the best. Okay, so it was just 2 screws holding it, and then here is a side panel. This is my first look at it. Yeah, okay, pretty much how I expected it to be. It really doesn't need to be nice. You're never going to be looking at it because it's a solid panel, but you can see it has like these ugly, colorful cables. Looks like it is using a hard drive as well. Let me see if it says it has an SSD. Okay, so at the time of me recording this, the setup price actually went down even more. It's now $159, which is pretty good. Okay, so it says memory storage capacity is 2 terabytes, so I assume it's all on a hard drive. I don't think it really says exactly where it is. Yeah, okay, never mind. It says 2 terabyte hard drive, so you don't have an SSD in this thing. And you can see we're using a stock CPU cooler, which is fine because it did say that we have a Core i5 3rd gen, which was released in 2012. So what is that, like 12 years old? Safe to say performance on this thing won't be too good, but at least a bonus is we do have 2 8GB sticks, so we have 16GB of probably DDR3 like RAM. It just matches like the motherboard and everything like that. But there really isn't too much to this PC, except, dude, this thing is really tiny. I mean, compared to my hand, like if I fully spread it out, it's like kind of, just to give you guys a perspective, it is really, really tiny, this PC. It's literally like the size of the monitor, so it is really small. I'm also just really curious how the back looks on these PCs, but they always are like a full shell. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but basically to take it off, I need to take everything out, which I don't really know how to do. So yeah, this is kind of the most we'll see. Okay, so yeah, let's just slide this back on and then screw it on, never to be seen again. Again, it kind of is hard to be kind of harsh with these like PCs because, man, I mean, it literally was like $160 for an entire setup. So it kind of is hard to like, you know, trash on it too much. But so far, it is kind of what I expected. I'm not really expecting too much. So if it even surprises me a little bit, that's going to be a huge plus. Okay, so we got that over there. And then I don't usually see them coming with speakers. So I'm kind of curious to see how these look. In the product images, it did look like it was like RGB. And I'm just gonna see how they look. Okay, first impressions, they are smaller than I thought. They're obviously not gonna have the best sound quality. That's not even like part of the question. But yeah, it does look like it just connects straight into the PC by a USB, and there is like a little volume thing on it. Again, I'm gonna just test these out when I actually can plug it in the PC. I'm curious to see how the RGB lights are on these things because it does look like it has some, but usually they're not too bright on these kind of cheaper products. So I'm kind of curious to see how that looks. Again, I'm just gonna literally put it on either side of the monitor. That's kind of how I assumed they wanted it to be. But yeah, it kind of does all match. Now for the actual keyboard and mouse, these are probably similar to what I've been sent before. They're usually just like membrane gaming keyboards. You can see it does have a little bit of RGB light on it. And yeah, it's the exact same thing. So the thing with these keyboards is it's basically just an office keyboard or like a school keyboard. Literally like feels like a school keyboard that you would have, but it kind of looks a little bit more gaming because it does have RGB on it. I don't think you can change the lights at all, but it is kind of just like basic red, green, and blue. And yeah, it is membrane, of course. Just so you guys can see, it is a membrane switch. So we have no mechanical switches in this thing. They're just like not gaming keyboards at all. And like, listen to that. The space bar sounds so bad, bro. But again, I think it's a lot easier to game on a trash keyboard compared to a like crappy mouse. I can't stand these mice. These like cheap little RGB Chinese mouse literally have the worst sensors, the worst input delay, feel like insanely cheap. Like, look, I'm not even joking. I literally barely tugged on it. It's literally just like a single clip on it. You guys can literally see that. I promise I was literally barely pulling on it and that thing just snapped right off. So you can imagine how cheap this is. This is how the mouse sounds. Kind of just sounds like a normal mouse. And those scroll wheel just feels normal, but there are no side buttons. So I don't know how they can consider this like a gaming mouse. I'll show you guys the RGB, but the RGB on this mouse isn't that good because I've had it before. And yeah, it is so easy to like pull these things out, dude. I could like literally rip this whole shell apart. I really want to take apart this mouse and just show how it looks. Oh my, it is so easy to pull it apart. Okay, yeah, you can see how easy that shell just comes off. I don't know if it's clipped on the back. I'm not trying to like rip it apart. I just kind of want to see how it looks inside. I'm actually not trying to break it. I'm just trying to like unclip it so I can actually see how the body of it looks. Yeah, so this right here is basically your shell. You're just playing on a cheap mouse, but this thing right here is really your mouse. So you got like just the 2 clicks over here, right there, and then you have your little scroll wheel. And I mean, I'm no mouse expert, bro. Like I low-key just don't really know that much about mice, but just tell me that doesn't look extremely cheap. And it also has like these little colorful cables, and it's, I mean, I don't know, this thing just looks like insanely cheap. Let me even see if I can put it back together. I don't even know what way it goes. I'm just gonna put it in a random direction, hopefully I get it right. Okay, wait, yeah, I think I can just put this back together. Just put that shell, and then I think I'll just try and snap this on. Oh wait, yeah, no, I literally just did break it. It was like stuck on the back there. I wouldn't say it's back to normal completely because I literally like permanently broke it because it's like snapped on the back here, but here's your guys' mouse right here, bro. I'm sorry, I literally would use this mouse if I had side buttons, but I literally cannot show you any gameplay footage without side buttons. All right, so here is the entire setup. You got the monitor, speakers, keyboard, and a broken Chinese mouse, and then the PC. Obviously, the main part about this is the PC. I'm just gonna say it doesn't have a GPU. CPU is super old. It's not gonna probably be performing good, but I'm gonna try and get the best performance I can out of that. So let's actually plug it in, and I'll turn off these RGB lights so you can actually see all the RGB with this PC. All right, so the first thing I have to make sure is that the specs that they said were actually like the specs on this PC. So usually I don't expect to get scammed, but you never know. But yeah, okay, so right off the bat, it literally said in the description it was a Core i5 3rd gen, but it literally is a Core i5 4570. So it's a Core i5 4th gen. So I basically got reverse scammed. They actually got me better than what they listed. And then I did plug in an SSD just so I have the game. So I have a 512 gigabyte SSD just so I can actually load games. And then I have 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, which is correct. And then, yeah, for our graphics or GPU, we're using Intel HD graphics. So it's not gonna be that good at all. I'm gonna go straight into it. Let's just benchmark this thing and see how good or bad, or like make sure everything is like actually performing at least decent. Okay, so we're gonna go select everything. Okay, actually the benchmark test literally was like just straight up glitching. I don't know why it wasn't working. It wanted me to even pay and I couldn't sign in. It was like really confusing. But yeah, basically we're just gonna go straight into Fortnite and I'll load up all the FPS so you guys can see like exactly what part of the PC is being used and like exactly how much FPS we're actually getting to. There is MSI Afterburner, but I don't know if this even does anything like for clocking it or anything like that, but I'm just gonna show you guys like the FPS on the top left and that's basically it. Just navigating the PC, it felt kind of slow, so I'm really curious to see how Fortnite on all low settings actually does. Also, I'm sure you guys have noticed, but the thing that sticks out the most on the setup that I've added is my mouse pad, and I also changed the mouse to the $20 Death Adder Razer mouse, and the mouse pad's about $35, and it already completely made the setup look so much better, and I actually have some mouse space now, and not a cheap Temu like crappy, really high drag mouse pad. Like this one's super slick. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check my link in bio. And the monitor that you guys just saw glitching is literally what it was doing. Don't tell me it's because it was 1920 by 1080. I guess I'm gonna have to run 16 by 900 because now it's not doing it. Okay, so on the top right, it basically is matching what we're getting on the left. So we're getting about 30. Yes, I know that is bad, but look at the gameplay right now. It's probably gonna start stuttering. It actually is not stuttering like almost at all as like I thought it would. Okay, keyboard, it's just like a normal keyboard. I can't complain. The mouse definitely will help a lot though. Okay, I guess we're landing pleasant. Oof, 20 FPS. This is worse than a Nintendo Switch, bro. And our GPU, we're getting about 100%. We're getting full capped on the GPU. Oh my gosh, bro. I actually don't know if I might have a GPU that could work in here. Oh my gosh, we actually have 100% usage on the GPU. Because I mean, the CPU is a 4th gen, so it's not good at all, trust me. But like this thing is getting full capped. Okay, this guy's still camping on the roof. Let's just go delete him real quick. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy, I can't. Dude, look at this, 30 FPS. Oh my gosh, I actually can't. Dude, look it just full froze. I actually didn't press escape. Bro, tell me right now I should put a GPU in here. I'm gonna put a random GPU in. If it works, I'm gonna be happy. We're testing Valorant on this and Minecraft, and then I'm gonna try and put a, what's it called? A GPU in here. Yo, is it trying to turn itself off, bro? This PC wants to put it out of its misery. It's supposed to be a gaming setup, but it doesn't like games. got it. Even on my gameplay recording, it's doing this. So it's not like the monitor. I don't think it could be the monitor because it's not screen recording my monitor. It's the PC. Come on, let's cook. I need my team to cook, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay, our GPU is pretty much at complete full like usage again, but it is definitely better on this though. Okay, let me get some kills, bro. There we go. We got one. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. I can't aim. That's my excuse if I die. What? Dude. Oh, nice, nice, nice. How is this a gaming setup? I literally haven't had a PC worse than this, bro. Okay, finally I'm back. It's like so delayed. Like, look at this, bro. Yeah, you probably don't see on camera, but it's so delayed and like choppy, bro. And this looks like I got boosted to Ascendant with this buddy, bro. Finally, I got another kill. Oh yeah, 1v1, ready? Oh, okay, nice. Oh my gosh, no. I actually can't. No, I'm actually about to like tweak out right now, bro. I'm actually gonna crash out. I actually can't aim. Oh, like, okay, you saw that frame drop. How did I still kill him? And just so we can see the raw performance, let's just open up Minecraft real quick. And then I want to run up like these games again with the actual GPU, if it even works. I have no idea if the GPU is gonna work. Now it's saying I don't own Minecraft. Bro, this video has been a disaster, bro. Screw it, bro. I ain't doing Minecraft, bro. I'm putting a GPU in this puppy, bro. Okay, I have no idea if this is gonna fit. Cause like, yeah, no, this literally does not fit in the Dookie PC, bro. This is a RX 550. I might have a GT 710. I don't know what I'm supposed to do though. I have this random GPU from an old PC. I legit have no idea what GPU it is. We're just gonna plug it in. Wait, I probably should shut it down. I'm plugging it in and we're just gonna find out what this is, bro. It says it on the sticker. It's a GTX 750 Ti. I actually don't know, but I somehow managed to get it plugged in. I think I'm able to fit it in with this. It's gonna be very hard, but I think I saw like a little pocket of space. I'm just gonna kind of play with it and we'll see what happens. I don't know what you could do to save this PC. Maybe put it in the trash and never look at it again. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna work at all. We have like some GTX 750 in there. Okay, if it's working right now, it has to be like recognizing the GPU, like of course, otherwise it wouldn't turn on. So we currently have the entire back part of the PC missing. The GPU is barely even held on. It feels extremely hot because the fan is like, where's the fan supposed to breathe? Everything over here is ripped off and we have these things over here, which are like just the back guards, but then we have like random pieces. We got random pieces that I just tore off, you know? Just typical PC stuff just to get that GT 710 in there though, you know? Okay, immediately look at the lobby FPS. We were not getting that before. I'm gonna keep on 16 by 900. Let's just go right into a reload game and see how much better it is. Remember, we were getting like 30 to like 40 FPS really inconsistently. The GPU is actually gonna get fried. It says 72 degrees. Here, let me see if you guys can even hear it. Look, the fan is literally rubbing. You guys hopefully can hear that. Dude, our GPU just shot up like 30 degrees. Let's actually get a game in, bro. Is the CPU getting bottlenecked now? Bro, I'm about to burn my actual house down, bro. This is about to like actually overheat and explode. It's still laggy. Like you guys can see how much it's frame dropping. Yeah, look at that frame drop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what's this kid doing? Oh, no. Oh my, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, respawn me. Okay, FPS is definitely better, but just not consistent. I don't want you guys to think we're getting 120 FPS consistent now. Let me just kill this kid. Oh yeah, there we go. Now that we're like later in the game, it's definitely way better. Like you guys can already see like right now how much better it actually is. Come on, boy. Oh yeah, these kids are not good. Oh, full drop. 80? Wait. Oh my gosh, lock in. 1 HP. Oh, I full frame dropped. Where is he? What the? Man, what the? Okay, there we go, finally. Oh wait, there's his teammate. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. Dude, what are these kids doing? I just lagged. Oh my gosh, I killed both. Where's he? Oh, he's right there. I didn't know he was camping there. Nice. I needed that vending machine, like, actually. Okay, already right off the bat, literally basically 300 FPS right there. It definitely is, like, it's still not as good as my, like, actual PC, but I think that's because it's Windows. If it lets me full screen, then that would be so much better. There's really not much for me to test except playing alone Oh, sad, because I can't queue in Valorant. I mean, it actually feels good now. Like, I low-key want to hate on Valorant, but it, like, actually feels good now. Dude, it's literally almost getting 400 FPS there. You saw it there. It was, like, at 358 or something. So, yeah, overall, PC kind of sucks. Unless you add a GT 7... No, why do I keep on saying that? A GTX 750 Ti. I know I said that wrong, like, the entire video. That's what I actually meant. So, unless you add a GPU, it's actually usable, but $150, you can't really complain too much, but it is not for gaming, unless you add a GPU in it. And now it actually is, like, pretty decent. But yeah, if you guys do want to check out my mouse pads, make sure you check my link in bio. Also, remember, Jesus loves you, and that's about it. God bless.